Hey, travelers! Another week and another week of scaring Troy when I say hi to you.
I usually get dulled into a lull here,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, oh, we're
Just before we start, you just...
literally I'm a puppet. I just shut down for a minute.
How
like a
about that?
robot. Yeah, no.
Huh.
I thought I was the puppet.
No, you are. I'm more of a robot, I guess.
Oh no, I'm a Muppet.
You're a Muppet voice that's behind the camera. Anyway, this week we've got beers in big cans again because that's the only way to drink them, right?
Yeah,
You know?
and like after last week's episode of jalapeno beers and whatnot, I decided that I needed to buy some more beers. So I went to my local store and got some newly distributed beers to Wisconsin.
No more crazy adjuncts?
No more crazy adjuncts. I think that was a fun episode for some.
I think so. There was a lot of you that watched it
The
out
strawberry
there. There's
Hefeweizen-
a lot of people that commented
Strawberry
too.
basil Hefeweizen was awesome, and then the jalapeno beer was...
Not really our cup of tea.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, if you like liquid jalapenos.
Or cup of meat if you're Bob Dylan.
Your
No?
cup of
No, you don't know Quinn the Eskimo?
I don't know what you're talking about.
No?
I know who Bob Dylan is.
Just saying. Well, Manfred Mann sang it too, but you know Manfred Mann? Got all their
What
hits?
are you talking about? Let's drink beers.
I mean, I realized I was going to try to work in more country music references, but it just ends up working out.
Just me looking at you confused.
Well, all of these other songs just end up coming to my head.
Holy crap, I can smell this one.
My,
You smell this one already?
no, not yet. Hazy Mosaic, huh?
Yeah, so the first beer we're going with is the name from Modern Times.
Woo!
What's it called?
This one's called Orderville.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So this is their Mosaic Hazy IPA.
Yeah.
We've done hazies before on this show.
We've done a lot of hazies.
Yeah, I mean, it's what's trendy.
Whether
so
I've objected to it or not,
Yeah.
we've done them.
it's what they keep serving us, man.
That's what the kids want.
That's what
Millennials, man.
we'll give them what the kids want.
That's right.
I don't know if it's millennials drinking hazies. I don't know who is.
No?
No.
You're in the beer industry.
I
And you don't
can't,
even know.
I don't know who's drinking hazies. Everyone is.
It's not me.
Hazies are just...
Although I got to admit, I was down at the brewing project, and that's pretty much all they have.
Yeah.
So that's what I was drinking.
You know, for a quick like recap, a hazy IPA is just like that. It's an IPA
Unfiltered.
unfiltered. A lot of times they put more hops in it to kind of make it even more cloudy. And there's multiple approaches to clouding up a beer. There's unfiltering it is an easy one, but there's also adding more hops to it. There's adding various more like, kinds of grains to add a cloudier body to it. So it's really kind of a crapshoot. There's been no hard set. This is
Then there's the milkshake hazy IPA.
people acting
Lactose.
to it.
It's all the rage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a category that's already spawned its own subcategories at this point.
Right.
That's how crazy things
It's
are getting.
bad for those people that are lactose intolerant, though, and
But
just
this one-
don't realize that lactose indeed will affect them.
I'm not gonna lie to you, the smell of this beer is making my mouth water a little bit. Ah, all those like just mosaic, bright fruit notes.
You know, for being somebody that doesn't like hazy
Ooh.
IPAs, this is actually pretty good.
Oh, that is real good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I didn't understand the hype. I heard a lot of people getting super jazzed for Modern Times. I'm like, guys, it's just another hazy IPA, but
Now, is this one of those that's like, $30 a 4-pack?
$13 a 4-pack.
Well, at least it's not 30.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. 13 still no, sale by any means.
No, yeah, but makes sense once you drink it. I made one of the
They
better.
used a lot of hops.
This is
yeah.
one of the better IPAs I've had in a long time. Okay, I guess you win. I mean, the IBUs on this guy is they're all 55. It's only 55 IBUs. You still get this much like fruit and hop and citrus
It's
and
a 7% beer.
oh yeah, that too. Just I mean, part of me almost feels redundant just to list off the flavor profiles in this beer because it's like citrus, floral, juice, but at the same time, it's so vibrant versions of all of those.
But the difference, so like, between Mosaic and Citra hops, Citra's the real
citrusy one.
yeah, citrusy.
Yeah.
This doesn't have a citrusy.
I'd say Mosaic almost gives it more of like a grapefruit citrus as opposed to like a
but
lime.
not like the heavy grapefruit.
No. Yeah, it's like all of the flavors are bright and vibrant. None of them are like watered down or like
Right.
off-centered, I guess.
Or it doesn't taste like armpit.
No of that like strong apricot armpit smell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about. Those are the ones I'm not very fond of.
No, I get zero of that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Some
None
beers
of
smell
that.
like an armpit. Sometimes you get like a Simcoe hop and you get a little caddy smell in there.
yeah. This is what they would call sessionable.
This-
Even though it's higher in alcohol, it's a little more sessionable for being that high in alcohol.
Yeah, it has Simcoe hop into it, which is interesting because like I was, that's the number one build hop on the can here. Wow. Well,
Good beer.
high five modern times.
Way to go, modern times.
Okay.
Anyway, I like the can art. We talk a lot about can art.
Small talk.
Yeah.
So this one is another Forbidden Root beer, and we have someone in the comments that corrected me on that. They're from Chicago. That's where the brew pub is. I don't know if they produce the beer there, but I'm gonna go ahead and say, commenter, you win.
We were also accused of being drunk. Wrong. We're unprepared at best.
I feel like I was actually pondering this a lot today.
Yeah.
Of like, should we do more research for the shows? And to me, this is more like, because then at that point we get tainted by the whatever it is we read about some of these beers.
Right.
So to me, it's like I like to read the can because if they put it on the can, then it's like, why wouldn't I read it? But
Right.
I'd rather just get the initial, hot take, if you will.
Well, yeah. Our reaction is not one of it's not a rehearsed reaction. When we're drinking these, it's a true reaction of
Yeah. It's like my initial thoughts. Obviously some beers on the show we've done, we've had before, but still.
maybe we've never thought about them before.
Yeah,
we just drank them and just kind of went, yeah, that was a good beer.
There's a difference between
But
grilling,
hardly does that ever happen. Actually, believe it or not, most of these beers,
especially a lot of the barrel aged stuff, is like even if it is
first time,
even if it isn't, it changes.
right?
So
Because it's been sitting around long
we
enough.
also drink a lot of beer, so you forgot.
That's fact. Yes.
Also, from the comments, we learned that Strawberry Wine was performed by Dana Zappa.
Oh yeah,
Deanna Zappa.
Deanna Zappa.
Yeah,
that's
Deanna
it.
Zappa.
Dana was the sister-in-law.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, it's really confusing for all family gatherings. No one likes
that's
it.
right. Well, that was
That Zappa family's huge.
that was where I was told that I need to start making more country music references.
Yeah, I mean, like you can.
If they come to my mind, I will.
I mean,
I mean, Bob Dylan and Manfred Mann, they're
know,
they're already up there. So.
I know, I know '90s country. Whenever my sister was obsessed with it, like that window
Yeah.
of country, I'm well versed in. There was Brian White. Remember him?
Brian White.
He did the "Ring Around the Posy" song.
No,
Wow, yeah, that was a terrible song by a terrible.
I mean
artist.
it sounds terrible. Yeah, maybe that's why I don't.
Brian
remember
White's
it.
watching this. Come on, man. Even the beer guys are ripping on me.
Now is this country or is what I call current country?
I mean, this was like the '90s, so
So
whatever.
So not really.
Okay.
I mean, Garth Brooks is country.
I mean, like
consider
Garth
him
Brooks
country,
is. Man knows how to put on a show.
Yeah, right.
If all paunchy men can move like that, we'd be better off.
Anybody with a beer gut that can sing like that, I'd get behind him.
So now we're
Anyway.
doing another Forbidden Root beer. Like I said, we're trying some new beers here. I obviously picked up a bunch of Forbidden Root. This is their hazy IPA. So we're gonna do hazy versus hazy, modern times versus Forbidden Root. Big California brewing versus the brewery that was kind of beers designed by a professional taster.
Yeah.
Let's let the death battle begin.
All right. Yeah.
Super hot death battle.
Alex has got all the comments tonight.
This is a bit more bubbly. I'd say a bit more carbonated.
I would say, yeah, more carbonated. Maybe not as full.
Yeah, not quite
It's
as.
not like that full flavored beer that the other
the
one
modern time was a ton of flavor. This still has, don't get me wrong, a ton of flavor.
was. Absolutely.
But it's a bit more
The back end kind of drops off a little bit.
drops off. It's a bit more it's only 4.8% alcohol. too.
Maybe that's why.
It's also a bit more sessionable, I would say.
Yeah.
Like it would be easier to chug a can of this.
when I said the other one was sessionable, I mean for this show.
Yeah, we have a
We have sessionable 12% beers.
Yeah.
I could drink two, 3 of those. You bet.
I just keep thinking back to that Dangerous Man Scottish ale aged in
Yeah.
Lefroy.
Well, we'll pull that guy out.
That might be the
eventually.
best beer we've ever had on the show.
No, we didn't have the Lafroig one. We
Which
had the
one?
whiskey barrel one.
What it tasted like scotch. It tastes like scotch in a glass.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that might be the best beer we've ever had on this show.
Are you sure we drank that on this show?
Oh, we drank that on this
Really?
show.
I'll have to look that up now. I still have a bottle sitting over there. I'm not really sure what it's aged in or what we're doing with that one, but we'll drink it eventually. I guarantee it.
If any of you find that episode, comment below.
Save us the work from having to do it.
Get our viewers to do the work for us.
I mean, this is hazy, juicy, double dry hopped.
It's got a whole story on the back of it too.
Yeah, with Mandarin and
Meridian and Mutir.
Landon's a pronunciator of things on this show. We don't give things to me to pronunciate.
Well, you just pronunciate. That's
Pronunciate.
exactly. We don't give you anything to pronunciate. Mm-hmm. It's good.
I say this is good, but I might have to go. As much as I like Forbidden Root and what they've been doing, the Modern Times.
That was a good beer.
Damn. Okay.
And then, of course, no show could really be with just all IPAs. I mean, we had that one.
I think we gunned for one.
We did the one.
We had like one really old IPA, so I don't know if that counts in that.
I'm going to count it.
Who's counting it, guys?
Yeah.
Do you count it?
But, we gotta do one darker beer.
We're going back to Modern Times. We're doing the Black House.
Yeah.
This is their coffee roasted stout. I'm now excited for this beer after I've had their first Modern Times beer. I'll give myself a order.
And I know we're mixing in the same glass, but
I don't think we've ever not done that per episode.
I agree. I think
We don't like doing dishes here at TRT.
not so much. We got to hire somebody to do that. I think.
Yeah.
Someone to do glasses. That would be great.
And you don't want to use paper glasses because you don't want to just throw them away.
No, that's wasting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
This has got 2-row in it, and kiln coffee. I'm just reading the back.
I smell like coffee on the nose.
That's a darker roast than I smell in a lot of the coffee beers around here.
That's good.
That's really good.
That's damn good.
It's a completely different take on a coffee beer than I've had in a lot of the things around here, though.
This is a well-constructed coffee beer. It's got a strong beer base with just enough coffee flavor. Then you know it's there. It's flavorful. It's coffee, but it's not overpowering.
A little bit of chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that chocolate kind of comes from maybe a darker malt that they're using.
Probably.
And that finishes the beer off, so that it has like a coffee bitterness, finishes kind of sweetish.
Oh, it says it kind of tastes like a chocolate-covered espresso bean.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
This is why we do the hot takes, guys.
They described it right.
Oh, yeah. And this, once again, kind of comes back into that ongoing conversation we've been having on this show last week, being a prime example of balancing flavors of non-traditional ingredients. So, like this, I guess, could technically be an adjunct because it's coffee.
Right.
But at the same time, they're using the coffee and they balance it really well with the malt. Thus, because coffee is bitter, so you kind of don't need the hops then.
Sure.
So if you're thinking of how to construct a beer like this, so I feel like that coffee balances out the sweetness of the malt really well.
Yeah.
And it's also really drinkable.
It's very drinkable. Let's see what they... Oh, that's only 5.8. That's like a light beer.
That's a Landon session ale.
Yeah, that's right. I have found, though, I drink a lot of coffee beers. When I go into a brewery, my eyes just go right to that. If there's a coffee beer,
you truly do, yeah.
Yeah, I'll have that. From all of them, all that I've drank, I can only really have one, and that's pretty much it for that day.
Yeah.
As much as I love them,
I like a coffee beer when it comes in a variety pack. Because I don't want to ever commit to like a 12-pack of coffee beer.
It's a lot.
But like 3 coffee beers in a variety pack is a beautiful...
Sure.
I want some coffee beers. But I also want a little pale, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always like when people throw those in. Unless you get super coffee, then...
Yeah. One of my favorite styles is the golden coffee ales.
Oh yes. Fulton from
The
Goose
ones,
Island.
yeah, the ones that you look at and you go, you sure that you got me the right beer? That's not. And then you smell it and you go, oh yeah, you got me the right beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, those, and they make some really great ones over in the cities.
No, yeah, that's like an underrepresented overall beer style. I don't think anyone's doing that on really mass production yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Modest makes a good one. Insight has a really good one.
Fulton, or the Fulton Street series from Goose Island kind of kicked that whole thing off.
Yeah.
That was the first time I tried it, at least, and I was like, "Whoosh, this is awesome." Goose Island, why don't you guys...
Was that before Ab and Bev took them over?
Oh, yeah, they had already been bought. Now, at that point, I was like, Goose Island, like, who gives a shit? And then that beer came on. I'm like, this is actually a fun beer, Goose.
Yeah.
You know?
I keep hearing the difference between if you drink Goose Island in Chicago, it tastes like it always did.
Yeah.
But if you get Goose Island that's widely distributed, it's the stuff that's brewed in New York, and so it doesn't...
Water or something.
Yeah.
I believe it.
It's
hard. That's one of the harder things is moving beer from a brewery to another brewery and keeping those flavors.
Right.
Yeah, without the water and the humidity and all that stuff.
Well, and I know this is especially for our area, Leinenkugels is a hot button. It's never not been a hot button topic. There's a lot of people that still, and I still like Leine's. There's a lot of people that don't because they sold out in 1987. When half the people that are angry about that weren't even born yet, but that's a whole nother topic.
That was the year I was born.
Yeah, man, you're young. Anyway, if you drink the stuff from their place, it comes from Chippewa.
Yeah,
man, the difference is.
See, that's the thing. I think I've only ever really drank the beer from the brewery itself
and that's the good stuff.
I don't buy 6-packs, but I'll take people up there all day long and hang out. Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
that's a fun place to go.
It's a great. I mean, they built it to be a fun tourist spot.
One of the few tourist spots that we have in the Chippewa Valley.
Yeah, it's kind of. Sometimes it's like somebody comes to visit, and you're like, well, I guess we're going to Liney's then, huh?
Do you want to go see all of the bridges?
You can drive across them.
Eau Claire is the bridge city.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I say BS on that. I lived in Pittsburgh, man. That was a vastly more bridges than Eau Claire.
How about walking bridges?
They just had every
We've got like 4. Maybe 5.
I can
if
think
you
of...
count the campus, I think. 6? Somewhere in there.
Yeah,
we got more than that.
Used to be bridges for trains.
Some of them are former train bridges. Yeah.
The
high bridge where they have the big meal.
Yeah.
Anyway, I digress.
Hey, if you like bridges, Eau Claire's the town for you.
That's right. And if I offended any of you Eau Clairians, I apologize.
Clarians or Eau Claireites?
Eau Claire, I'm not one. I live here, but I'm not one of us. Is that how you would say
I'm
that?
gonna blood you in. Cut your hand.
Eventually, I'll be here long. Eventually, I'll be here long enough.
Make you put your hand in the Chippewa River and get infected.
Well, my whole arm has been in Half Moon Lake, and it didn't fall off. I was surprised.
The youngins now are using that beach as a hangout spot. So you go over there now, it's just all like 21-year-olds just pounding bush lights and White Claws.
Do you go over there like an old man? Get off my beach.
Yeah, so you walk.
Get your White Claws off my beach.
Like 2 years ago, this was all like somewhat homeless people hanging out here. Now it's all like really like vibrant young people.
We're going to have an episode about White Claws, and it's not going to be a good thing. So, anyway,
hard seltzer episode.
We've digressed enough. So,
at the end of the day, Modern Times is awesome. If you see it, it's worth a buy.
Do that instead of White Claw or Busch Light for the love, please. Anyway, check us out on all of the social medias: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that great stuff, and see what we're doing or what we're not doing. You never know. Anyway, from all of us at Taproom Travelers, we'll see you next week. Prost.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, you can click down below where there's some more episodes for you to watch. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on episodes that you do watch. We hope to see you next time.